advice from the cards. Adjusting camera. Okay, so we are working with the Ask and It Is Given deck. And we are also working with my tarot deck that I've been enjoying using lately, which is the Pulp Tarot. We're just going to get right into this shit. Spirit of angels, truth, love, light, benevolent darkness, please cover me and allow me to do pull cards for the collective right now. Please protect me as I do this. I open my energy up to the deities of their choice, to their guides, to my guides, my deities of choice as well. I ask that my ego be removed so I can deliver messages as clearly and concisely as possible. I ask that the angels of truth, love, light, and benevolent darkness all come. And I ask that entities that do not have our best interest in mind to not be allowed in this circle. Only entities of clarity, kindness, infinite love are allowed into this circle to give us advice. I just got dizzy. Interesting. All right. We're good. They're all here. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me the privilege of sitting here and being able to help people. Beautiful feeling. Right? The Asking and It's Given card. Starting it off. I love this card. This is probably my favorite. It says, I won't put those unwanted ingredients into my pie. So, it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Maybe that works better. I didn't like so much overhead. I won't put these unwanted ingredients into my pie. Imagine yourself as a chef in an extremely well-stocked kitchen where there are many ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation. But you feel no discomfort about their existence. You simply utilize the ingredients that will enhance your creation and leave the ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation out of your pot. Now, this advice might feel like you're putting your blinders on, and to an extent you are. But it is just a sense of using your discernment. What ingredients are going into your pie? And what is your pie? Your pie is your vision of your life. Your pie is your experience, your philosophy, your action, where you take action from, what motivates you to move, what you stand back and think about your life. It's like your pie is the same as saying your life is a painting and you are using these colors, right? You don't want to use certain colors in your painting. It wouldn't fit your vision. Same with these ingredients to this pie. The overall outcome, the product of your life, the product of whatever, is either the pie or the painting. Well, hello, Wolf. Nice to have you guys. We're doing some cards for the week. So we're starting with the Ask and It Is Given deck, and then we're moving on to my tarot cards. So this is basically back to self-love, right? When you love yourself so much and you care so much about how you feel and if you're okay and if you're doing healthy and thriving, if you're paying attention to your homeostasis, you're creating your pie. Your pie is being created. So when you prioritize yourself like that and put love into action, as you start realizing certain things, ingredients could be smoking a lot of weed, smoking a cigarette, masturbating. It could be food. It could be putting people there that give you affirmations. It could be any number of things. These are ingredients that you put in your pie. Certain people are going to make your pie taste like crap. When you stop making decisions based on if it makes other people happy, you start to selectively put certain ingredients into your pie. Okay, well, that's an interesting confession. Corey's bowels are locked up and coffee ain't helping. Okay. Have you tried magnesium? I just, jeez. Put those ingredients in my pie. That is one of those things, you know? What are you doing in your daily life to detox? Can you do some, you can pay me to twerk. My Cash App is in the description. I can twerk. My ass shakes real good, but I'm not doing shit for free. We are here to pull some tarot. We are doing guidance for the week. Now, I think I'm going to start with 3 cards. We're going to do a general do don't, like a advice do don't for the week. And then we're going to see what each specific day has going on. Advice do don't to start with. Beautiful cards already. Listen, advice and do. This is the advice card. 2 of Wands. Now, the wands are about inspiration and, like getting that spark and excitement and the thrill. But we don't have any action here with the 2. The 2 of Wands is about planning, sitting back and looking at what excites you about, say, your pie. Like this guy is checking out his pie. He's got the world in his hands. He's deciding what he's going to continue to add. Hello. Glad to have somebody that's staying inside my chat. My God, somebody straight up asked me to twerk, and another person told me his bowels were unlocking already today. So I'm glad to have a real person in chat with me. Hey, so we're getting an advice do don't. I already just pulled an oracle card to start with for the week. We have, I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. So we start with the 2 of Wands, which he's fully examining his pie. Like, what do you want? What excites you about? What satisfies you about life that you want in your pie? Like, I would love to have my pedicure paid for today. I see you, Eliza. I know it's you. It's a different title, which is Writers and Shrinks, but I only know one person that has all 3 of those qualifications. So didn't take too much to deduce, but it's glad to have you. So he's looking at his pie. He's planning. He's trying to decide what in life is the most exciting and satisfying thing for him in order for him to then go ahead and make a plan so he can move forward in action, right? The do card is the Empress. Do the luxurious thing. Do treat yourself. Do put yourself on a pedestal. Don't put anybody else on a pedestal. Put yourself on that pedestal. Know how much you're worth. Know how, when things are right, working right for you. That's your channel. which I follow your channel. It's just, I think it was called something else before. That's all. So I'll remember it by your old name and then get reminded you have a new name. The Empress, she's lovely. She gets served on a silver platter. She has things come to her easy. She's magnificent. She's magnetic. She's juicy. She's sexy. And she doesn't worry about what the next thing's going to happen because she's provided for. The Don't card. Scheming. The Magician. This is telling me that sometimes it really is about the simplicity. It's just many names. That's okay. Simplicity. This is the don't, right? You don't need to use all your phenomenal cosmic powers right now because this is about being a human. This is about being soft. This is about making plans. This is not about performing the act, the ritual that will get you the thing. So, you might be, thinking magically per se, but you're not in action of the magician. What you're doing is allowing your mind to daydream towards things that feel luxurious, towards things that feel satisfying, that feel like life enriching, to feel blessed. That make you feel beautiful. The magician's all about the grind. He's about not just planning, but enacting and forcing the will of nature, the forces of nature, the forcing physics, the laws of physics to do what you want it to do, right? This is pushing, this is scheming, scheming, making sure that what you get, what you want, happens. The Empress doesn't need to make sure. She doesn't need to force things to happen. She doesn't need to break the laws of thermodynamics to get what she wants and to feel good. She just increases her attention to the romantic side of life. She increases her capacity to receive. She relishes and savors the things that are in front of her and milks them of pleasure. This is what our advice is, to just advice do don't. This is what we do. We savor. That's how we get this week started. And we don't push. We don't have machinations. I think that's what it's called. We don't plan ahead. We don't get diabolical. We don't have the eye of newt and hair of dog. You don't go all out of your way to get all these crazy ingredients for your pie that don't necessarily actually truly bring you what you want, which is the Empress mode, the blessing of Empress mode. This is about work. We don't work hard here. The magic is in the richness and the golden feeling, the sumptuousness, the expansion. Advice. Back to the advice card, and then we'll move on. It's a pause. A pause to feel anything other than survival, anything other than working hard, anything other than I'm learning, all of these things that are doing, we're not doing, we're feeling, we're existing, we're growing in comfort and feeling our skin and moving as if we are provided for regardless. This guy's a little bit, well, I'm going to force it to happen. I'm going to, we don't do that. Putting these cards back in and reshuffling. I'm gonna, at the end of this, give people, there's not that many people here, but I'm gonna throw in an opportunity to go ahead and send me a donation if you want for a personal reading at the end of this. But we are gonna go through from Sunday to Sunday, pull a card for each day and talk about the energy that could be coming in each day. Many names. I really love this Pulp Tarot deck. I love the Empress on that. She's so glowing and ethereal. Be pregnant with your ideas and your feelings. Be so romantic with yourself. You can romanticize anything. All right, so moving forward, let's get one card for each day of the following week, please. Thank you. Like a forecast. Imagery forecast. Didn't knock my shit over, thank God. I'm always readjusting. So we'll do today for the rest of the day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to run out of space. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, remember, we're starting with, for this week, I do not want to put those ingredients in my pie. Unwanted ingredients. So this is you being a chef and you're looking over your week and you're trying to figure out what it is you want and what you don't want for your week. Starting today. King of Cups. Master your emotions. You know, he's slick. He's slick. He's got that charm. He's a charmer. Your emotions need to be protected. Something the King of Cups would do, I'm feeling, just the schmoozer, right? He's going to make somebody else feel really good to distract them from trying to figure out what he's feeling. So he's going to be going out of his way to be gracious and flattering and lovely to people because that's how he has his control. He keeps that charmer shit on 10 because that gives him the power. He understands that when feelings arise inside of him, that these are lessons and these are notifications of things he needs to work on. He does not feel afraid or overwhelmed by his emotions. Standing at a marina. Wealthy son of a bitch. I love that so much. He's just so swanky. So that's today. We have this overabundance of feeling and we get to protect it and be there for somebody else at the same time. The kings, people always seek out a king for their advice. So you might be giving advice and making some decrees. I shuffled. I'm just making that clear. I shuffled. I have Monday's card in my hand. It is the Two of Wands. So we're feeling at the very beginning of this week. We have the cups and then we have the wands, which are also very feeling. This is that, like I said, it's a pause. It's sort of an excitement, gathering of your energy, of excitement, a generating of authority in your emotions the day before. We're not leaping yet. We are at Tuesday. Two Tuesday, Two of Swords. Our minds just aren't made up, dude. We don't have a clear action sense. We don't have a clear direction. We're working on making a decision still. So for Monday and Tuesday, I would say don't worry if you don't have your mind made up yet. I think the biggest thing is paying attention to how you feel. Our action isn't clear yet on Tuesday. If you thought you were going to get a bunch of shit done this week, you're probably sorely mistaken. By Wednesday, we have the rest card. Pull back. Have a sabbatical. Take a deep breath. Unplug from everything. Bed rot. Bed rot's a good thing for Wednesday. I'm flabbergasted at how little action is in these cards. So I can see why the do card would be the Empress from the former poll, because with this pause, it might be otherwise frustrating. We might want to go into that magicianness, get things grinding, but the best thing to do is to remain in that excitement and romanticize the stillness and the ability to spread out and be slow and feminine. Thursday. Finally. So get up and go. Looks like lightning, like from Cars. Knight of Wands. So Thursday, things finally start to move, but you have to give yourself fully into this rest. You have to give yourself fully into the process of making a decision. You have to give yourself fully into the process of analyzing your pie and selectively sifting what the fuck you're going to put in it. And by Thursday, we're baking the pie. Things are getting busy. They're popping off. Action mode. Friday. Wish come true. Wish come true. Star card. Everything will make sense, and the sense of reward will come with it. The sense that, you know, things started slow from today until Wednesday. Thursday gives us a little go, a little power. We realize and feel grateful for all the rest that we got in the earlier of the week. We understand this is the most healing mode for us right now. Bless that. We have so much gratitude and so much understanding for why the week didn't go like we thought it might. Why we had to stop and make a decision by Tuesday. Star. I was saying the other day in a reading, even if, just like that like little Kanye sample, even if you're not ready for the day, it can't always be night. Very similarly, just because there's no moon doesn't mean that there's no light in the sky. Just because there's no moon doesn't mean that there's no stars to guide us. Beautiful thing. We got the stars. And we have a new moon this week on Wednesday. So Wednesday's card, back to Wednesday, was bed rotting. So Aquarius new moon might bottom us out, dude. Might just kind of take our fucking feet out from underneath us. We might not feel like we know anything until Friday. This is also an Aquarian card. Maybe it takes a couple days for that fucking new moon energy to really hit us, and then we make sense of it all. We start to know deep down what's going on. We have a sense of direction. We have a sense of gratitude. We have understanding with us moving forward. Saturday, Judgment. An inner calling. A statement. Awareness. A jolt from the other side. Getting pulled out of the muck. I would say this is much more clarity by Saturday. So Friday and Saturday are blessed. And then we get back into Sunday. And then I'll do more cards then. Sunday has us back to the swords, of Page of Swords. After all we learned, after all we've been through this week, true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. That's what this is telling me. Even though we've gained wisdom, deep inherent wisdom, we might have been selectively sifting for the ingredients in our pie. The more we know, the more we think, the more we learn, the less we actually know. So we have that beautiful sense of, I think it's a paradox in a way, come next Sunday. It's not that we didn't learn something that isn't going to stick. It's more like we learned a lot and we're still human. And there's a new lesson to learn this coming week. But this week has a lot to do with inner healing, that feeling of, like I keep saying, luxury, expansion, being able to have the financial freedom to enjoy the finer things, to be able to know that, whatever you need comes to you at the rate that that you need it, and no sooner, no later. Like you always get your shit covered. So our feelings are incredibly important this week. The Page of Swords is playing with a new concept, playing with something that's not fully baked yet. It's maybe it's the sense of beating a boss battle of inward proportion, realizing that pulling back is part of your dedication. Realizing you have information, but you don't have all of it. There's a sense of immaturity here. You might be looking at something 2D, two-dimensionally, and not have the full depth of it yet. I wish my shit wasn't making a bunch of noise. I'm sorry, guys. Hello. So this is Sunday, next Sunday. I'm going to review the cards for I did cards for every day of the week. This is today's card, King of Cups. Emotions, paramount. This is, you get your mastery through your emotions. You make sure that you are paying attention to the ingredients that go in your pie. This is the first card that I pulled for the week. It says, I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. So you can't really know what you want without feeling it. Then we're making plans. We're staring at the pie. Not acting yet. This is Monday. Tuesday, Two of Swords. We're making a decision. You may ask something, but I'm not necessarily going to answer it if it's uncouth. This is Wednesday, Four of Swords. And if you want a private reading, I have my tips up. You can tip me for a reading and I will pull cards specifically for you. That is what they're there for. So this is Wednesday. Tuesday, we rest. We have a sabbatical. We pull back. Wait. Oh, I got ahead of myself. This was Tuesday. Two of Swords was Tuesday. Got ahead of myself. Tuesday was Two of Swords. Decision making. Again, this is planning, getting into what excites you, but not necessarily moving. Two of Swords. Making your mind up. Wednesday. We're sleeping on it. Sabbatical. Pulling back. Not a lot to do. Thursday. We finally have action. Excitement. Drive. Energy. Thursday. Things start to make sense. We feel good. The Aquarian energy from the new moon. The new moon happens this day. So we will be in a paused state for the new moon, this pregnancy of emotion and planning and making decisions. We might not make a decision until Thursday. Don't have direction yet. Star is feeling it on Friday. Blessings, getting a wish come true is potential on Friday. Judgment card, Saturday. Wake up call. Internal notifications. Things making sense. God giving us a blessed piece of information that we've been wanting. Raising up from the dead. Unbelievable blessings. This death-defying grace. Ending on the Page of Swords. So that is the message for the week. I think it's funny how people in my chat are asking me to strip, but none of you are paying me to do so. Just very interesting. You're not entitled to my body. I'm entitled to your money, though, if you want a reading. That's what I'm here for. All right. That is the story of the week. I appreciate the people who needed to see this message that are watching it. The people in my chat are feral. And they will get what they deserve. The rest of you, I send you love. My pleasure. And if anybody wants a private reading, you can send me a little extra $1 here or there, and I would be happy to read for you privately, but publicly. I don't see any donations right now, so I won't worry about it at this moment. But if you follow, like, subscribe, I pop on all the time, and I love doing readings, so we can either have a private session booked regularly, or we can do it publicly on one of my lives. I would be happy to do that at any given time. I have been doing this since 2005. I'm a minister. I take this pretty fucking seriously. I love giving advice. I love sitting here and being a channel for source. And it lights me on fire. It's what my purpose in life is for. So I want to say thank you to the watchers now and later. I appreciate you guys. And that's it for now, I think. I'm going to close the reading. In the meantime, stay blessed. I love you guys.